Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to the case of the Golden Idol. In the last episode, we played through Book 4, The Murder at the Little Mermaid. We saw how Willard Wright was killed by Ash Blair, aka David Goran, and the Golden Idol was stolen from him. Now we are heading into Book 5, and I recognise that dress. That is Rose Cubert, so it looks like we're heading back to the Cloudsleys. The Intoxicating dinner party. Hello? Flippin' heck, I'm sorry, I can tell this is probably a small child, but their face belies their age. These sure are fine coats. An expensive little boy, why do you have an expensive cigar? Little Pip, run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I will pay you when I'm back. David Goran, okay. I was gonna say maybe he's picked up the cigar for David, but no, he wants tobacco. This is a cigar. Those are two very different things. Maybe he's running an errand for someone else. Maybe someone else has told him, hey, go get me a cigar. An overcoat and hat. A box of cigars. Okay, so you've taken... Because you can see one is clearly missing, so he's taken the cigar from here. Okay. Dear Miss Richards, I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. Would she? Would she want to hear that? I invite you and your father to a dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edmund Cloudsley. All of the Cloudsley men are dicks. All of them are. Sebastian, wanting to get his family to do his bidding from beyond the grave. Oh, dear sister, come home and open up a museum all about me and my life. Brother, you continue our research, but make sure to put my name on it. Peter, trying to nick the idol from Willard. And now this. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of society. God forbid she have opinions of her own. I mean, she's a woman. Women don't have opinions. This was sent on March 1st, 1788. Okay. Dear Mary, here is something for your diary from me. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Batley, 1788, March 5th. And he's drawn a picture of him stabbing a tiger. Buddy, why have you drawn the tiger with a mane? Tigers don't have manes. You're thinking a lion's. Unless this tiger is wearing a wig. Peter, I just had a terrible thought. I was gonna say, like, do you think this lady is about 5? But then again, like, this is the 1700s. We don't... She could be quite young. Not 5, obviously, but... I'm going to assume that Peter is just being childish. Until I am proven otherwise, I'm going to assume he's being childish and his uncle is being a prick. Oh. A syringe with some liquid left in it. Oh. Well, that doesn't seem like the normal place to store a syringe, so that's rather suspect. Oh. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Okay. Oh, flippin' heck. Flippin' heck. A full glass of cloudy liquid untouched. A salad untouched. A partially empty glass of clear liquid, excuse me. A partially empty glass of cloudy liquid. A partially empty glass of red liquid. A partially eaten piece of roast. a partially eaten salad, a partially empty glass of red liquid, a partially eaten salad, a partially smoked cigar, a partially empty glass of amber liquid, a partially empty glass of red liquid, a partially eaten piece of roast veal. Someone here they're just a straight up carnivore. Why not have some salad with your roast? A partially eaten salad, a partially empty glass of yellow liquid. Okay, I do apologize if you heard that. There is a thunderstorm going on for me right now. It's rather adding to the atmosphere of the game. This is horrible. An embroidered handkerchief, but we can't see any monogram. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is Miss Richards. Okay, so she's not a child. She is a grown woman. In which case, Peter, why are you drawing her pictures of you fighting tigers? I am confused. It's poison. Nobody touch a thing and nobody move. I'll send for a doctor right away. Nah, it's a bit late for a doctor. An embroidered handkerchief. Yep, Edmund. Okay, we have a blue key. And an amber key. She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely upsetting. Sir, she's dead. She's dead. £4 and a shilling. Yep, that's Rose. The lady is not breathing and her face is blotched. Yeah. You're definitely poison. A fan. £4. Rings with various gemstones. You've killed my aunt, you devil! I should execute you on the spot. You're gonna execute the man with a fork, Peter. Peter, why? A pack of cards, £2, and a fork. I think you'll find that is a deadly weapon. Look at him. Oh my lord, this has nothing to do with me. Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner and I will slip you a shilling, Peter. Note to self, if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey and you will feel better. Oh, this poor long-suffering man. 1 shilling, okay. Okay, so Miss Richards was sat next to Peter, got it. He has an amber key, the blue key, and a small simple key, okay. An opaque bottle labelled water, a roast, a salad bowl, a half-full carafe of amber liquid labelled brandy, a half-full bottle of red liquid labelled wine, an almost full carafe of yellow liquid containing lemons, a half-empty bottle of cloudy liquid labelled peptic tonic. Oh, this clue has been added to the thinking panel. Okay. And there it is, the golden idol back in the Cloudsley's hands. April 2nd, 1788. I believe it was said that this was taking place on the 8th? Or at least I think that's what the letter between Edmund and Miss Richards said. I invite you and your father to come to dinner on the 8th. Well, Edmund, you seemed pretty pleased after the old boy passed away and a spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends and will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. Lord George Bridges. Okay, so this is a political rival. The revolution will come for you and the likes of you, you crooked bastard. Soon you will pay for your sins against honest common folk with your blood. Final Vanguard. Edmund Cloudsley, this was sent on January 8th, 1788. Once more you have failed to answer our requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demand amends. The only course of action we have is to... Oh, the only course of action you have is to surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance for repentance, serpent, or we will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Masks. So we've got two crank letters here. However, here's the thing, I will admit, this seems like your bog standard, like, oh, I'm gonna come get you, like, it's not been dated. Like, there's talk of blood and this, that, and the other. Whereas this one, you know, it's addressed to him, it's got a date. This is the last warning you will receive. Last chance for repentance. So it's saying, hey, if you do the right thing, then you're good. But if you don't, then we're gonna come get ya. This one just seems like some randomer being like, oh, I want to send a threatening letter to a politician. This strikes me as something slightly more serious. This does not strike me as your typical crank letter. February 1st, 1788. Dear Uncle, I hear you are interested in Lady Richards. I think you are too old for her. I shall court her instead. Secondly, please lend me £300. Peter! Oh, I hear you want to get with this lady. Nah, you're too old for her. I'll bang her instead. Give me some money, Peter! Peter with your silly moustache. Peter's an arsehole. Peter's an arsehole, but I kinda like him. Secondly, please lend me £300. It is small change to you, and I am desperately in need of it at present. Truly yours, Peter Batley. Peter, have you never heard, don't bite the hand that feeds you? Why would you slag him off and then ask for money? Peter, what did your mother teach you? What did Beatrix teach you that you think you can do this? Peter. So in the last chapter, or in the last book, I was wondering, you know, okay, I think that Edmund and Peter are working together. Is Rose in on it? After seeing that, I think this is just Edmund. This appears to be Edmund's house. This is where the idol is. And we can see that Peter is a little prick who doesn't give his uncle any respect. Why would Edmund want to work with him? Why would Edmund want to pool his resources? And, you know, give his nephew, like, equal share of the idol? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think Peter had anything to do with David Goran going after Willard Wright. I think this is all Edmund. Oh, well that's Rose's sigil. February 10th, 1788. Dear Edmund, this cannot continue. Since my return and move to Sebastian's manor, he has asked for financial support 7 times. Peter! Peter, no! He clearly is unable to take any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help, my dear brother. Sincerely, Rose Cubert. So he does seem close to Rose. Because if you notice, Peter's letter he put straight in the trash. How it's April. This was sent in February. Rose's letter is still on the desk. He clearly does care about his sister. Okay, March 6th, 1788. Dear Edmund, I like your idea. Let's send him to the colonies where his violent nature will make him feel at home. Bitch! Madam, I don't don't even have the words. I don't have the words, madam. You were in the colonies yourself, and you apparently have nicked some of their culture. You know, you've got the fan with the, I would assume that's Hindi symbol on it, but I'm not entirely sure. You were using Hindi words during the will reading. You had a Indian-looking blade. You don't have it on you right now, but you did. So you've taken bits and pieces of the culture you like, but you're still looking down on that culture. Bitch! Madam! I hear you are having dinner with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventures in the colonies so we can ship him away. Sincerely, Rose Cuba. Madam, no. Mrs. Baker, starting date 1787, August 1st, position housemaid, yearly wage £9. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also consider a glass of peptic tonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive system. 2 sealed bottles of cloudy liquid labelled peptic tonic. A sealed bottle labelled opium, because this is the 1700s and everyone took opium. Also, oh, okay. So this is the blue lock. Got it. Platinello, Ideal Republic, Visions of a Utopia with Order and Structure. Yeah. He did mention in his letter to Miss Richards, I'm sure you want to hear more on my thoughts on the shortcomings of society. Okay. Dr. Abram Anderton, Secret Codes. Such trivial ciphers as reading only the first word of every line are easy to produce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to decode. Consider this simple example. Money as denominator of value has evolved and changed a lot. Still, in savvy hands, it is a powerful tool, or money has changed hands. Okay. So we're introducing codes. Ooh, I do like me some codes. The door is locked. Raulo Catalu, Starchild. Remember to take the 4th one from every row. A stack of candles, an ink pot, 3 shillings and 2 pence. Oh, hello. What? Why are you hanging stuff from out of your window, sir or madam? Okay, we'll leave it be. The door is locked. 4 shillings and a penny. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me with such nonsense again. EC. Okay, so this person wants to change rooms. M. Mademoiselle, the laceless count, the besmirched lover of Lusitania. Ooh. A knife! Oh. A pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink liquid partially empty. Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on your own appearances. I am confused. I am intrigued. This is a very odd little subplot. Okay, so the person living in this room, they want to make someone fall in love with them, and they also want to change rooms. My question is, are those two things linked? Do they want to change rooms to be closer to the object of their affection, or do they just want to change rooms because, I don't know, maybe they don't like going up the stairs to get to their room? Ooh. Okay. Monkey Man 1 versus Striped Dark Hand. Monkey Man 2, Tooth for Tooth. And this was the book that one of the Pear brothers had. So it's an ongoing comic book, it seems. A little hammer, aye. A small bottle filled with amber liquid. Oh. Hello, okay. A couple of pennies, a fancy handkerchief, and a shiny pocket watch. What even is this? I mean, these are clearly bedrooms. This just looks like storage space where someone is kind of bunking. I want to see which key this was. So this is bump, bump, long, bump, bump. No. Bump, bump, long, bump, bump. Okay, so this is a copy of the amber key. Okay. Yeah, this is clearly a copy. It's not the real deal. Someone has been forging keys. The door is locked. A set of lockpicks. I'm sorry, when I clicked on it, I saw what was here. Ash Blair, finest tobacco. So this is David Goran's room. A pistol, a dagger that was used to kill Willard. David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. EC. Yeah, he's not including Peter on this. This was the blue key. And the blue key led here. I don't know where the amber key goes, but the blue key leads to where the opium and the peptic tonic is stored. That is suspicious. That is extremely suspicious. Why are you forging the key to... I don't know who is in that room. But so far, I think they are my... I think they're my main suspects. Admittedly, we do also have someone forging keys here, but it's not... How do I put it? I find this less suspicious because it's stored with their stuff. Someone is going to great lengths to make sure that no one knows they have a forged key. This person is being rather careless. This person is purposefully trying to obfuscate the fact that they have something forged. I find this a lot more suspicious than this. Also, I don't know where this key goes. This one, we know where it goes. It's where the opium is kept. You could absolutely cause someone to OD on opium. Let's keep going. The door is locked. A stack of candles. April 7th. Dear Diary, this has been an ordinary day mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary after all these years I have loyally worked here. It is a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will to talk to Master about it tomorrow. Aye. An ink pot. £1.02. Hortius, the wise slave, fables about rulers that make you think. A sealed pot labelled print paint. Down with parasites, too long have they feasted on our blood and sweat. Ooh. Okay. Down with the parasites. Fables about rulers that make you think, and what was it? What was it you had? Note to self. Remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey. So this guy, I reckon, is living here. We know that David Gorin is here. It's just this one and the two up there that I'm not sure about. The door to the outside, not locked. Of course I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I assume you are itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. A small simple key. Dear Ada, I have to use this letter to share good news. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations and you will no longer be a target of baseless gossip. I truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord steward over our poor souls. This was sent on March 4th, 1788. Okay. Okay. This is a pentagon key, I believe. 3 loaves of bread, some lemons, a basket of potatoes, a sack of flour, a pair of opaque bottles labelled water, cut vegetables, a big piece of meat. So that's just a food larder. This is the amber key. Full and sealed bottles with red liquid labelled wine, a full and sealed bottle with amber liquid labelled brandy. So the person here has forged a key to where the liquor is kept. I mean, here's the thing. It's very clear that Rose was poisoned. You could poison the wine or the brandy. We have 2 potential poisoners here. It's just the fact that this one is hiding it. This person, if someone were to search this area, they'd find the hidden key quite easily. Although, actually, hold up, no, this is inside their mattress. But then again, they're hiding a lot of shit inside their mattress. So they've already nicked some alcohol. Hang on. Here's what I'm thinking. We know this person wants to get into the liquor cabinet. A small bottle filled with amber liquid, so we can assume that this is brandy. So this must be stolen. In which case, who's to say that the handkerchief, the pocket watch, and the coins are their actual belongings? Maybe they've nicked this as well. I reckon this person is a thief. There's nothing malicious about it. They just want shiny objects and nice things and the brandy. Here's what I'm thinking. If this person is a thief, they've probably been able to get into these rooms. I reckon they went into this room, found this doohickey. I'm going to assume this is used to make fake keys or forged keys. I reckon they found this not realizing, this is suspicious. Why would they have this? They just grabbed it and were like, ooh, I can make a copy of the liquor cabinet key. And they went and did it. And that's why whoever is in this room came back and was like, oh shit, my forging kit is gone. I'd better start storing it out of the window so that this doesn't happen again. But who's the thief? That's the question. Who is the thief and who is in that topmost room? Mrs. Smith, 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast. No heavy food for dinner. You are responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. Mr. Walker, I am to be woken up and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Mrs. Baker, I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day, twice on the days I have visitors. NB, David Goran's job requires that he may arrive or leave during the night. No complaining about this. EC. To Mrs. Smith for 3 years of service. Aye. So you're the cook. You're the cook because you have access to the pantry. Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything as instructed. A small, simple key. 1 second, my timer's about to go off. The dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears to not enjoy meat, therefore prepare some alternative side dishes. Okay. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I said before I kind of want to keep the books contained, so this episode is going to go on for however long it takes. Okay. Okay, let's see. First things first. That's Little Pip. That is Rose Hubert up at the top. Then we have Edmund Cloudsley and Peter Batley. Then it was Miss Richards and her father. And there was, where was it? Mary. Yeah, Miss Mary Richards and her father Lothar. And then we have these three. Yeah, so this is Ada, and that's Lucia, and the fella is Brian. So where is it? Ada, Lucia, and Brian. Lucia's the cook. So yeah, Mrs. Smith. Okay. Mrs. Smith, Mr. Walker, and this must be Baker. Well, hey! Okay. Well, we know that David Goran... Where is it? Yep, right there. David Goran is here. From the literature in this room, I think that Brian is here. This has to be Little Pip. Little Pip is a member of the household. And that would explain... That'd explain why he's got the cigar. He's not bringing it to someone, he's nicking it. He's nicking the cigar to add to his collection. He likes nice things. But that just leaves us with which person is where. We know whoever is in this room is into witchcraft. They want to make someone fall in love with them. They want to move rooms. Yeah, they want the bottom room. I think my question is, do they want the bottom room because then they'll be closer to David Goran and they're in love with him? Or do they want the bottom room because it's next to the kitchen, in which case it would make sense that that's the cook, because then she'd have a much easier time getting to where she works. This is a smutty romance novel. No, you're lying. Yes, she's lying. She didn't throw it out. She's still got the novel. So I'm guessing she wants the bottom room because, you know, it's opposite from the kitchen. Although if that's the case, then that would make... everything is filled incorrectly. In which case, I do believe Ada Baker is our killer. they're the poisoner. Although that does beg the question, why would they want to? Why would they want to poison? Here's the thing, why would anyone want to poison Rose? Rose has just been, she's been rather racist. She's been rather racist, but then how likely is Ada to care about that? How likely is she to know about that? There's the other clue. Miss Baker started in 87. The current year is 88. And we know that whoever's been here the longest gets the bottom room, therefore whoever's been here the shortest gets the top room. Okay, so there's that clue. I mean, she's a recent hire. She's a recent hire. No, this was sent afterwards. I was gonna say, because here's the thing, this letter gives me bad vibes. This letter gives me bad vibes. I think this is a lot more serious than this one. This just seems like drivel to me, but this one I'm like, ooh. I was gonna say, could she be this steward? But no, she was working here before this letter was sent. Here's the thing, Rose didn't seem like a particularly nice lady. However, she wasn't doing out horrific either. I don't believe she's pissed anyone off. In which case, potentially, could this be a mistake? Could the poison have been meant for Edmund? And she simply ingested it first? A full glass of cloudy liquid. This is the peptic tonic. A partially empty glass. And she has the key to the peptic tonic. So she poisoned the peptic tonic because he's supposed to drink it before he eats. However, I guess maybe Rose was ill too? And she asked for a glass. She drank it immediately. He was too busy trying to impress the vegetarian Miss Richards. And she keeled over and died. He never had the chance to drink. It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, let's begin filling this in. So yeah, it would make sense for Edmund to be here at the head of the table. This is his house. We know that Miss Richards is a vegetarian. Here's the thing, we have a vegetarian over here, however there's a cigar. This is the 1700s. Ladies did not smoke cigars, especially at the dinner table. However, that would probably be okay for men. Vegetarianism would have been rather rare in this day and age. And again, given that this is the 1700s, if some lass comes to her parents and is like, oh, I want to be a vegetarian, they're going to say, why are you speaking without being spoken to? Madam, like, what are you doing? I think it would make sense that she would have probably inherited her vegetarianism from her father. And it'd be okay for him to smoke at the dinner table. There's a fork missing. Who's threatening the butler with a fork? And we know he was sat next to Mary because he paid the butler a shilling, and that would just leave. It was all a misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding. misunderstanding maybe isn't the best way to put it, but it was accidental. Edmund was the intended target, and I get maybe she had a stomachache, maybe she had a headache. You'd use peptic tonic for stomachache, so yeah, maybe she just had some, like, indigestion or something. She wanted something to soothe her stomach. And she drank it first. Take the fourth one. And we had a book on ciphers. What? Where is she? Where? The fourth one. Use substance to remove target. Sincerely, Dark Hand Steward. She is an assassin. Okay, one of two things happened. Either... Dark Hand! This is serious. This is a serious threat. Okay, one of two things occurred. Either they sent an assassin in before they sent this letter, just in case he didn't, in which case she'd be in place and she could get to murdering, or they bribed her. They realised she is new to the job, she's not going to be loyal to her employer, will pay her some money and get her to poison the peptic tonic. I'm not entirely sure which, but I think those are the most likely options. Either she is an actual assassin that the Brotherhood of Masks sent, or they bribed her. Dark Hand... Where is it? Steward wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead, and thus Ada Baker poisoned the... Where is it? Tonic. And hid the necessary key in a... She hid it in a bag. At the dinner party, Rose Cubert ingested the poison and died. Ada Baker received encoded instructions from Dark Hand Steward to poison Edmund Cloudsley. She used her ability to move freely throughout the rooms while cleaning and made a copy of the key to the medicine cabinet. She used a syringe to poison a sealed peptic tonic bottle. However, during the party, Rose asked for tonic and drank it first and died from the poison. Yeah, my only question would be, is she an actual assassin that belongs to the cult? Or is she just someone they were able to bribe? That's my question. Okay. And I am going to bring this episode to a close right here. I'm so glad that they're getting longer. I'm really glad that they're increasing in length and complexity. I really like that. In the next episode, we will be getting started with Book 6. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.